Nepal, a land of breathtaking beauty and vibrant culture, faces deep-rooted challenges. Corruption is a persistent problem, casting a long shadow over the nation's development.
From petty bribery to large-scale scams, corruption siphons away resources meant for the people. It erodes trust in government and institutions. The consequences are dire. Investors shy away from corrupt environments. Businesses struggle to operate fairly. Public services like healthcare and education suffer from neglect and inefficiency. The poor and marginalized bear the brunt of this injustice.
Corruption thrives in the shadows. Lack of transparency and weak law enforcement create a breeding ground for impunity. Powerful individuals and networks operate with little accountability. This vicious cycle perpetuates poverty and inequality. It hinders Nepal's progress towards a more prosperous and equitable future. Nepal's geographical reality is inescapable. Sandwiched between India and China, it faces the daunting task of balancing its foreign relations. China's growing economic influence in Nepal has raised concerns about potential dependency.
China has poured investments into Nepal's infrastructure, from roads and bridges to hydropower projects. While these projects promise economic benefits, they also come with strings attached. Nepal risks falling into a debt trap, beholden to its powerful neighbor.
This economic reliance can translate into political influence. China may leverage its position to advance its strategic interests in the region. Nepal's sovereignty and ability to make independent decisions could be compromised. Navigating this delicate relationship requires deft diplomacy. Nepal must prioritize its national interests while engaging with China pragmatically. Diversifying its economic partnerships and strengthening ties with other regional players can help mitigate the risks of overdependence. The Koshi Barrage, a symbol of both cooperation and contention, stands as a stark reminder of Nepal's infrastructure challenges. Built on the Koshi River, which flows from Nepal into India, the barrage was intended to control floods and provide irrigation.
However, it has become a source of recurring disputes and anxieties. The barrage suffers from structural weaknesses and inadequate maintenance.
The unequal distribution of benefits and burdens has further fueled tensions.
Addressing the Koshi Barrage's problems requires a comprehensive and cooperative approach.
Open government data, public procurement reforms, and asset disclosure laws can help expose and deter corruption. Ultimately, fighting corruption requires a change in mindset. Fostering a culture of ethics and integrity requires education, public awareness campaigns, and the active participation of civil society. The judiciary must operate with impartiality and integrity, free from political interference. Transparency is paramount. Access to information empowers citizens to hold their leaders accountable. Nepal must prioritize the rule of law and ensure that corrupt officials, regardless of their position or connections, are held accountable. Independent anti-corruption agencies need to be empowered with the resources and authority to investigate and prosecute corruption cases effectively. Section 4. Breaking the chains of corruption. Tackling corruption requires a multi-pronged approach. Strengthening institutions, promoting transparency, and empowering citizens are essential pillars of reform.
Section 5. Balancing on the global stage. Nepal's foreign policy must be guided by the principles of non-alignment, pragmatism, and the pursuit of its national interests.
Maintaining good relations with both India and China is crucial for its stability and prosperity. Nepal should leverage its unique position to foster regional cooperation. Promoting dialogue, economic partnerships, and cultural exchanges can help build trust and understanding among its neighbors.
Diversifying its economic partnerships is essential. Nepal should actively seek investments from a wider range of countries, reducing its reliance on any single power. This will enhance its economic resilience and strengthen its bargaining position.
Nepal's rich cultural heritage and natural beauty offer immense potential for tourism. Developing this sector sustainably can generate employment opportunities and contribute to economic growth, reducing dependence on external actors.
Section 6. Engineering a safer future. Addressing Nepal's infrastructure challenges requires technical expertise and robust disaster preparedness.
The Koshi Barrage highlights the human and ecological costs of infrastructure failures. A comprehensive assessment of the barrage's structural integrity is needed.
Upgrading the dam's design and improving flood control mechanisms are paramount. Investing in early warning systems is crucial.
Subscribe!
Jungle.